recording for PolicingTV. Hi and welcome to the first session of She is IPA. My name is May-Britt Ronnebro. I'm an IPA member from Section Sweden. I live in Gothenburg on the west coast of the country, and I might be a known face to some of you that have been active within IPA. I joined IPA in 1981, and since then been rather active with different kind of things within the association. IPA International is an international body, an NGO, and it stands for International Police Association. We are a group of women that met some years back in time. I think the first small talks was in Gimborn in Germany, a place east from Cologne, where I met Marie, that you will meet soon, and I met Magda, and we talked about women within IPA and what we could do for the association and what we could do for other women, and also men, of course, but primarily women, because we saw very few of them. And our little group is now much bigger than it used to be. So now we start She is IPA. I'm so happy to be part of this because I have seen the progress of women in IPA. And IPA is such a wonderful organization where everyone that got some kind of policing interest, and police employees or police officers, depending on the country where you live, can join us. And there is 3 pillars: professional, culture, and social. And that is how we meet. And I would say that this is a hobby. It's not policing, because policing believes to those that are on call this very time. Today I got 2 of my friends with me and also a guest speaker that you will meet. But I would like to hand over first to ask my 2 colleagues to present themselves. So I think we go to the Republic of Ireland, and you will meet Maria. So I hand over to you, please.
Thank you, May-Britt. My name is Marie Daly. I'm the first Vice President in Section Ireland, and I live in Templemore in County Tipperary, where the police college is for our force. We're in Garda Síochána. I joined in Garda Síochána in 1984, and I joined IPA in 1984. And I went on regular policing, and I didn't really get involved very much until I was transferred back to the police college in 1996 and discovered that IPA wasn't very active there. So we got it up and running in the Garda College, and did a lot of recruiting of the students to get them to join IPA. I'm on the national board since 2000, and I'm involved in the International Professional Commission as well. I have been up until the new committee started. IPA for me is probably, as May-Britt said, it's a hobby, but it's a passionate hobby. It's a fantastic opportunity to meet other like-minded police officers from all around the world. We have 68 countries involved in the organisation, and police, like Arthur Troop said, have, no matter what culture or background you come from, IPA is effectively the same the world over. And I found that you learn a lot from other police officers that you meet at different events in IPA. And it's something that I have encouraged people to get involved in over the years, particularly in the police college as junior members. It's lovely when you go abroad and you know that you have supported the police officers in the country that you're in, and also the fact that you get to host other police officers in your country and show them, as May-Britt said, about the different pillars: the cultural, the social, and the professional. The professional would probably be the area that I would have the biggest interest in, but every event we have has cultural and social as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Ireland, a lot of information and a very active section, I would say, because as former Secretary General of the International Police Association, I could follow all the sections around the world, and I'm happy that we got Ireland on board in this project.
Okay.
I would like to now turn to Romania, and I would like to ask my friend Magda to introduce herself, please.
Hello. My name is Mariana Raducu, Magda Raducu. I'm retired police officer after almost 25 years as an expert in communication and prevention corruption. I joined IPA in 2004, and now I am president in region number 25 in Bucharest. I'm living in Bucharest. For me, IPA is equal with friendship, given to the motto of this international association, when everybody has his role. The aim of this project, She is IPA, like May-Britt already said, is primarily to raise awareness of the role of women in this professional organization, because it's the best, in my opinion, is the best role in this organization. Without women, anybody in this world can't works. It's also important to develop an equal opportunities policy for women's activities within IPA, and to help maintain a balance, because giving the IPA status, one of the main objectives is to promote international partnerships and cooperation in that three fields: social, cultural, and professional. Therefore, I consider it's very necessary to develop partnership with institutions and professional organizations with the same goals like IPA.
Thank you, Magda. Very interesting. Networking and also cooperation is one of the crucial things, because if you can't do networking, you won't find any new members. And that is also one of our goals when we talk about She is IPA. And one that is really good at networking is Deirdre from Northern Ireland. So I would like to hand over to you, Deirdre, and please introduce yourself to the audience.
Hi, good afternoon, May-Britt and everybody else. I'm Deirdre Mahony. I'm a detective in the police service of Northern Ireland. My current role here is crime faculty lead for specialist interviewing and interview advisor. I joined the IPA in 2008, and I've held a number of roles on branch and regional committee. Currently, I'm the chair of Northern Ireland IPA. I'm part of the hashtag She is IPA because Karen told me to initially, but actually I very much believe that the development of women within the IPA towards positions of responsibility and leadership is essential. There are no women on the IEB, which is really quite extraordinary, and I feel that assisting women through this initiative is very important. And I hope the momentum will continue beyond 2024 and ensure that in 2027, the IEB will be more reflective of its members. And on a general note, I think it's quite an exciting project, and the prospect of hashtag She is IPA, that it will assist female colleagues in whatever way individually they wish towards reaching their full potential within the IPA and the police.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
When it comes to IPA, now we've been listening to IPA women. When it comes to the first place where I mentioned earlier, the IBZ Gimborn, this education center in Germany, where I met Marie and Magda the first time, I think that was 2019, as I mentioned, and we talked about the importance of having a place in the world where we could always meet whoever we are as IPA members. And that is also who we would like to meet now. One woman that's been supporting us all through this planning and talking, and also she still can deliver a lot. But please, Ulrike Neuhoff, may I ask you to introduce yourself and what you're doing at IBZ Gimborn?
Yeah, thank you very much for that. Yes, I'm Ulrike, as you said, and I work as an education officer at Gimborn Castle, the Education and Information Center, and as members always say, the flagship of the IPA. I've been involved in police training all my professional life, and I've had the great pleasure of seeing the numbers of women in policing increasing, in police forcing increasing steadily. And I've always seen this increase as a huge improvement, not only in my working environment as a trainer, as a teacher, but also in the working environment for police officers. Although I'm not a police officer, I was made an IPA member 10 years ago by the then president, IPA president of IPA Section Germany. And the very moment he just approached me and made me an IPA member, I really didn't know what to do with it. But I mean, looking back, I think it was a great thing that he did it. I'm very grateful for that, because in my experience, the IPA offers a great opportunity to meet people from all walks of police life, to network, and above all, to make friends. And it's through the IPA that I have met the most interesting women in the last 10 years, who made, from how I see it, a huge difference to the profession, to the way things can be done. And for me, #SheIsIPA is an initiative that has the potential to bring more color, more perspectives, and more knowledge to the IPA. And it will make it more inclusive. It will more reflect the diversity of the police worldwide. And this is why I really want to support #SheIsIPA with the work I can do here at IBZ Castle Gimborn. That's what I would like to do.
Thank you, Ulrike. Yeah, IBZ Gimborn is a wonderful place, and those that hasn't seen the venue, there is a really good website where you can have a look at the fantastic castle in the middle of nowhere in Germany. It's like a little fairy tale place, but that's also the place where you can get a lot of knowledge as well. And we will be back to Ulrike, and she will present a little bit about the seminars that are delivered over there. When we talk about networking, professional and cultural things, social connections around the world and so on, this group is not only those that you've been listening to now. There's also a lot of other women that are connected to us in several of the continents around the world. And IPA got members on all the continents. So we are very happy today to welcome Maria, who is working with a very special project for the UK police officers. And I would like to ask you, Maria, to introduce yourself, and I will later in this recording give you a little more time to present more about the project. But first, Maria, please.
Hi, thank you very much for including me in this call. I feel really privileged to be asked to present. So my name's Maria Stanley. My substantive role is for the College of Policing, where I started having previously worked as a team leader in Northumbria Police Comms Centre. So a really good overview of all frontline policing and the challenges that come with it. Went to work for the college, where I had a role as an engagement advisor. So again, working with people throughout the country to let them know what training was on offer to them from the college, or what networking opportunities, what events, all things that people didn't know were there. And from there, I went on to do that internationally. And now, as a result of that, I've got a secondment to the Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office, where I'm running a gender mainstreaming programme in the British Overseas Territories. So it's, yeah, like I say, it's a real privilege and a real honour to be doing that. There's a lot of work to be done in Europe, and the more I see in the Caribbean and Americas region, I see that there's even more to be done there. So it's a really exciting time. And as one person, I can't do that. I've always been a big fan of networking and collaborating. So that's where my interest in the IPA comes in.
Thank you, Maria. Yeah, there is a big world out there for all of us. And I would say that when later are women from Trinidad and Tobago, from USA, from Hong Kong, from New Zealand, Sri Lanka, name it, all these sections around the world, and also other countries that will be able to listen to us. I'm sure about that we will be a very diverse group of women coming together at different times. Now we